Gym owner showed me their contact database during one of our roadmap sessions. 700 names, 700 contacts, and they'd never emailed them once. I want you to sit with that for a second. That's 3 years, paid campaigns running consistently, people finding their gym, showing enough interest to hand over their email address, and then going into a database, 700 actual real people, never contacted again. I asked the obvious question, why haven't you emailed these people? And the answer came out in a little bit of a jumble. They weren't really sure what to say. Didn't want to annoy anyone. It had been so long that it felt weird to start emailing them now. Wasn't sure that the list was still valid. Kept meaning to get round to it. Every single one of these reasons is understandable. And every single one of them is costing money every week that it goes unaddressed. Here's how I framed it to them. You pay to acquire every single person on that email list. Every campaign, every ad, every boosted post that drove someone to a landing page where they put their hands up and gave you their email. You paid for that. The money has already been spent. The list is the return on that investment, and you haven't collected it yet. Let's do some really simple maths. 700 contacts. Let's say a third of them are completely cold. Moved on, not interested anymore. Okay, so that leaves about 450 to 500 people who at some point have put their hands up and said they are interested in what you do. If you email that list consistently, we recommend 3 times a week, and just 5% of those remaining contacts convert into paying members over the next 6 months. That's 22 to 25 new clients. If you're charging £80 a month over 18 months, that's somewhere between 31 and 36,000 in added revenue just from email. That's just from a list that already exists, that you've already paid to build, that's been sitting in a database doing nothing. Now, I want you to come back to the objection about it feeling weird to start after a long gap, because I hear this one a lot and I think that it deserves a direct response. It feels weird to you, but it doesn't feel weird to the people on your list. What they will respond to is relevance. So something that feels like it was written for someone like them, something that reminds them why they were interested in the first place. You just need to show up with something useful and consistent, and let the people who are ready right now identify themselves.